Hey, good Sunday morning, everybody. Good Sunday morning. Welcome to Sunday with Spirit. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope we're letting go of last week and looking forward to the new week. What are we going to create? What are we going to build? What are we going to do? So, for my new people, and I got quite a number of new subscribers, so thank you. And for those who are stumbling in on this, this is not a political reading. This is more of a group of like-minded people coming together to talk to Spirit, to see what the God Force has to say to us. And I like to imagine us around a small contained fire. It's hard to say that these days, being out in the West. But wherever we are, and whatever time we are watching this, I like to think of our collective energies creating this vortex of positive love, positive light that gets sent out into the world, that gets sent out into our personal worlds and lets us become the change, become better at what we do, at who we interact with. And so today it's going to be, I'm letting Spirit dictate where we're going. But I do want to start out with my card that I pulled last night to go to sleep on. And I'm using the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck, and I got Taming the Wind. And it was in medicine position. So in this particular deck, when a card is reversed, it is, Colette Baron Reed calls it medicine position, something that you need to heal yourself. And I love that versus reversed, or a negative energy, or the energy isn't flowing right. No, this is just what you need to work on or look at so that you can heal. And so I'm thinking about the wind, taming the wind. Is that for our electric grid? Is that for, wind can be so refreshing and so destructive, and, you have tornadoes, hurricanes, but, that cool breeze on your face is just phenomenal. But I'm looking at this and I'm going, there's something else that I'm not getting. And so I went back to the book to see what the book says. And something that just hit me right here, this is all about what they were talking about, was about the feather. And I went, the feather? Well, yeah, there are feathers in here. And feathers are used for cleansing, cleaning away old unwanted things, smudging. But the thing that I got right here when I looked at this, and it was in medicine position, the book says, you are now called on to be a good listener. I went, this card says I'm called to be a good listener? Okay. And it says it's not the time to be right. It's not the time to take a stand. Just be a good listener. And I went, okay, I'm listening and I didn't hear anything. Okay. Sometimes, you just have to wait. So I also like to read some positive things before I go to bed. Turn off the news, turn off whatever. And if I read on my iPad Kindle app, sometimes that keeps me up and I just don't like it. But I got a couple of books. And one of them is Conversations with Nature by Ariana. I'm going to butcher her last name. Houle. Anyway, and this woman talks to rocks. My kind of book. And the synchronicity of that is my wife sent me this YouTube video on how trees communicate and how we can hear trees and how we should listen to trees. They've been on the planet a lot longer than we have. Don't you think that they have gained some knowledge? I mean, we're just thinking that we're all that, and we're not. We're not. So I have not read this book, but I opened it up just to crack it open and see what popped out. What popped out, the page that I hit to, look at all the feathers there on that page. And I went, are there feathers everywhere in here? No, there's not. So she's talking, and I started right here. And she goes, I asked Bear Rock, she has this rock, it's a pet rock. You know, she waters it and it grows hair. I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry, that was wrong. She has this rock called Bear Rock. It's got a little image of a rock, of a bear on this rock. And when she taps into it, it's like tapping into a crystal or something. When she tapped into it, she goes, hey, Bear Rock, what do you have to tell me today? What would you like to discuss? And that's kind of where I'm going with this. I'm asking Spirit, what do you want us to hear today? Bear Rock Spirit said, listening. Who listens and to whom? There's so much hyperbole in the world right now. Movie stars have become part of your daily lives. Escapism, how to escape from your own doldrums. We find it very amusing when humans are surprised when their personal worlds begin to crumble. Listening properly is a stretching exercise. For it to work, you must exercise it constantly. I was like, well, that's a little bit of a synchronicity. So, let's hear what Spirit has to say. All right. So, the decks that I'm using. So, what I'm using now is I'm using Good Tarot. I'm using the Prism Oracle, and I am using Return to Spirit deck. So let's see, and I haven't looked at these yet, so I'm not really sure where Spirit is going to take us with this at all. Patience. And I guess before I start, you can pick linear columns, diagonals, across, or you can just pick random, it doesn't matter, or none at all, and see where that takes us. But the first card that we got, or maybe it's the last card, is patience. And it's funny when I hear patience and I said, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to listen to. Patience. Take time with it. This is an exercise. When we're listening to Spirit, it doesn't come at us like, hey, you. For me, it's a little quieter. And as I work with it more and more, it gets louder and louder. But it's still not fast enough for me. I still want to get more messages. I still want to move faster. Patience. I guess I'm going down. High Priestess. I'm going to keep this up close so y'all can see it. The High Priestess. And to me, this, you could read this as the normal tarot meanings, traditional. But when I look at this, I look at Gaia. I look at Pachamama. Mama Pacha. I forgot. Mother Earth. See, You have to have patience with me. But I see this as Mother Earth. She's like, we're here. Listen to us. Listen to what we have to say. And is it cries? Is it screams? Is it help me? Is it embrace me? Is it just hang with me? Just be with me? Don't leave me alone? Wow. And then I got the World card, confirming Mother Earth. This is a global thing. And as we sit around this fire, wherever we're watching, globally around the world, I know I have people in Australia, New Zealand, Germany, Ireland. It's just not one. We need to come together as a world. What is the world telling us right now? So, this is Prism Oracle Purple. What does purple say to us? The card says mystery. Building blocks with a circle. What does this card say to you? Listen. Shh. What does it say? And then as we go down into this mystery, and as we want this mystery solved, and we don't have the patience, we want that mystery solved, we run into frustration. And is it orange or it's orange? It's a orange-red color to me. Trying to put a square block in a round hole. Patience. And then we have green. We have balance. Clearly, Spirit is telling us a story here. But let's see what the Spirit cards are actually telling us. Manifest. Manifest. What does Spirit, when we get quiet, when we listen, what does it want us to hear? Have patience with the mystery. Manifest what you want. Put that intention out into the world. Recognition. Wow, this takes me lots of different ways. Do we want recognition? That's kind of egoic, isn't it? You're getting our ego involved in it. And it's gold. Or is it recognition of the frustration, of the mystery, of recognition of Mother Earth and the world? And the final card, Return to Spirit. Prayers. Wow. Wow. I mean, you can read these in any different way. Read them all at once. Recognized prayers will manifest a mystery from Mother Earth in the world, giving us balance, a little bit of frustration still, but just have patience. Cool. Or let's read it. If you have patience, you'll be able to solve the mystery, let go of the frustration, and have balance for the world from Mother Earth through prayers, recognizing prayers will manifest our dreams. Patience, frustration, prayers. For not having patience because of the frustration, get quiet and pray. Put forth what you want to see in your prayers, not what the frustration is. It's interesting that this card is in the center. So frustration, we need patience. I mean, you can go all over with this frustration, and every card will lead you to a calmer balance. Are you frustrated with the world events? Manifest balance. Are you frustrated? How can anybody be frustrated with Mother Earth? But be frustrated with how we're treating Mother Earth, recognizing how we're treating Mother Earth. Wow. This is, I think the edge cards are super powerful. In this one, prayers. It's Sunday with Spirit after all. Thank you all for watching. Peace and love.